I come at you guys.
What? Welcome to our YouTube channel.
Oh, God.
So basically, I was in so much pain from when I was about 28 weeks pregnant. But the pain got worse as the more I grew, the more my belly grew, the more
100%.
the baby grew. So the pain got worse to the point where I could barely walk. I was very anemic. I was having heart palpitations. I was having spells of dizziness, fainting. We was probably
vomiting.
So basically, it got to a stage where I was in so much pain that me and Vanel had to go to hospital numerous of times. We went to the hospital
at least 8-9 times we went to hospital.
Yeah.
And always the early hours in the morning. And for some reason, we always went on a Friday night. I don't know why.
Always. And the reason why we ended up going to hospital so much is because I literally kept having these pains. They felt like contractions. I felt like I was contracting, constantly. And, but every time we went to hospital, in the beginning it was like, no, it's not labour. And then there was one time that we went and the lady was like, okay, it's early stages of labour, very, very early stages.
Yeah, that was the Friday.
That was the Friday. I was thinking, okay, how long is this going to kind of take, you know? And they sent us home. And then that's when I got fed up. Then I looked into what was called Midwives Brew, which is basically like a smoothie type thing where you drink it, but you put these ingredients together that will cancel out the effects of the negative effects of castor oil.
So the midwife brew consisted of what?
Consisted of
apricot juice, almond butter,
verbena,
lemon verbena tea.
Yeah.
From Waitrose for only $3.99. But basically, this is what went down when we did it anyway.
So these are the ingredients, guys. So we've got some lemon verbena, apricot juice, castor oil, and almond butter. I am so...
So I put 8 ounces? 9?
8 ounces.
8 ounces.
We haven't got a measuring cup, guys, so we're using our baby's bottle. This is... You have to put it... Oh, this just looks disgusting.
It's disturbing, but listen.
If you're wondering what all these brown streaks are, that's from the almond butter. Bottoms up. I'm so scared to drink this.
Drink it, I'm here with you, don't worry.
And it's a good thing, you have to drink it on an empty stomach, so I haven't eaten yet.
No. We got...
Let me have this baby. Come on, baby. Die. I'll probably vomit it by now.
Rainbow used to taste weird.
Eye of the tiger.
It's the... Is he there?
I'll just do some breathing exercises.
There we go. Now you have to put it on your head. So when you drank that, how did you feel?
I was alright, you know. I was alright because it didn't taste that bad. It just tasted like an almondy smoothie type thing. So it wasn't too bad. We literally tried walking. Oh, this park is nice, isn't it? The birthing ball. Won't you come? Baby, won't you come? And Midwives Brew. I used to want 6 kids.
Wow. So when I dropped you to the midwife's appointment just before 12 o'clock and you had an appointment at 2 p.m, what happened between them?
So I decided to go for a walk in the park when he dropped me. And I went for a walk for about 45 minutes. I couldn't walk. I was just like this. My belly was out here, man. I was like, I was big. could walk.
Nah, she was at a point where she was very,
I
very
was so big, like I was walking. And the thing is, because I was already in early labour. I think at this point I was 2 centimeters dilated. I was already in early labour, and the pressure down there and the pain. And bearing in mind, I would not have taken Midwives Brew if my pregnancy and everything was running smoothly. It wasn't.
No.
Okay, everything was prolonged. Everything was just stressful. I just wanted it to just be done with, and my back was my back felt like it was about to cave in. I had this guy like rubbing my back
all the time. It got annoying at
like
but I did
every
because
day.
When the love's real, you got to continue.
Because I was like
So
dying. I was dying.
They're doing this, bro.
So in the end, I went for a walk. I came back to my midwife's appointment. I was like a couple of hours early, and
splash.
My waters broke in the midwives, like in the building.
Crazy.
And I remember thinking.
And was that just before your appointment?
That was literally just before my appointment. So I remember I'm all wet, right? But in my head, I'm kind of excited because I'm like, oh, it's starting. This is what we've been waiting for. And I was so wet. I was so freaking wet. I had to like walk to the midwife's, the help desk. And I was like, oh, hi, my appointment's at 2:00, but my water's broke. And
they must have been shocked. How was their reaction?
The woman at the desk was like, what? They was like, she shrummed. She shrummed. Yeah.
Is that a term in the midwife term?
Yeah, I think it means spontaneous rupture of membranes.
Oh, yeah.
So like,
just say walk,
like,
mate.
she shrummed, and they called like all these midwives in.
So
and
panic.
They was like all around me, and it was so funny because I was in a waiting room. To get my appointment, there's other pregnant women in there waiting, isn't it?
And they're probably like 19 weeks, 20 weeks.
So they was like to me, oh, do you know what? We're going to send you home, and then we're going to wait for your contractions to begin. Did that even happen? No. I said to her, can I call my partner, please, to let him know that my waters are broke? And then they was like, yeah. So
and as she called me, I was chilling in the office because I haven't done my round. I was in the office waiting. I haven't really properly started work yet, but it was literally delayed by an hour for some reason. I don't know why, but I literally got a phone call. I see Cindy. I was like, hello. It's like, yeah, hi. My water's broke. And you know, she's done it before many times where she tries to trick me or prank me, and I'm like, are you being serious? Then she's like, no, my water broke. And I just hear some ad-lib from the midwife. It's like, no, it's true. Her midwife is broke. And I was like, it's true, her water has broke. Sorry, her water's broke. And I was like, you what? He's like, yes, it's true. And I was like, okay, cool. And don't panic. These times I was shitting bricks, mate. Trust me. So the fact is, I was going in the office. I'm looking for this guy. I won't mention his name, but my manager, I was like, I need to find where he is. And the other people was like, Vanilla, what's wrong? I was like, I need to find so-and-so because my partner's water broke. And everyone heard in the office like, what? It's like, quick, sign out, go.
And then all I see is this guy.
So I came breeze over here.
He runs in.
Doom. You know what I mean? I came in. Cindy, are you alright? So water broke. But you know what? Because Cindy's such a strong woman, she actually smiled at the fact that she was like, yes, my water broke. So she was pretty much excited, which is good, but she was still hurting. And all of a sudden, I remember you literally started vomiting. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, I started vomiting. I was vomiting like a man.
And that vomit was the last vomit she ever done out of the whole 9 months. Imagine how many. That was the last one. So imagine all that. So that was like the last, whatever. But that was like the final one. This is
all happening in the back room.
The back room. It was so much. Even when the people that was waiting for their appointment, he's like, oh, do you want some water? So she gave me water and everything. She was bare concerned. She looked worried, thinking, oh my God, this is gonna be me in the next 20 weeks. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was all crazy.
Yeah. So I started vomiting. Then the ladies, they took me to a next room. Yeah. They was like, let's examine you. So I was like, okay, cool. So I got on the bed, they examined me, all that examination. Ladies, if you know what I'm talking about, that hurts, right? So she's examining me. She's like, you're 3 centimeters dilated.
So we're thinking that's exciting. Like, we're en route.
I'm on 3 centimeters. I'm like, yes. But I wasn't expecting it to excel as much as it did.
Yeah.
Because then from 3 centimeters, they had called an ambulance for me. They was like, we're going to put you straight into an ambulance. We're going to take you straight to the hospital. So I'm like, okay. But at this point, I can't even bear the pain of my contractions anymore. Do you remember that time when she had to like literally help breathe?
Breathe, yeah.
She's like,
just think of a wave.
Just say you can do it.
You can do it.
Think of a wave.
It's just flowing.
It's just flowing.
It's flowing. You can do
like,
you can do it, love. And I'm trying to and I'm there with her holding hands like this, like I'm trying to be like, you can do it, Cindy. You remember, breathe in, breathe in nose. You know what I mean? These time I had the cold, so all boogers were coming out of my nose, bro. But yeah, mate. But yeah, that was crazy. So they blue lighted you to the hospital.
And then, but as soon as I got to the hospital, they literally gave me a bed straight away, like out. But this time, I think they knew
that. Real. I think it's real right now.
It was real right now.
It's real.
So we went straight into the room. I had 2 midwives straight away.
Yeah, shout out to those 2 midwives. They were absolutely amazing.
They were really good. And as soon as I went in there, the pain just got worse and worse. And I really did not want to have an epidural because epidurals, they're known to like slow down your labor, and also like they're just yeah, it's better to have like a natural birth.
And pretty much 30 minutes later, I literally just bop in with all the hospital bags and her bag.
It was sooner than that. You came in like 10 minutes after.
Oh, 10 minutes? Oh, yeah. That right, okay. Because I thought I was late.
No,
you guys, because they sped, bruv. They went 100 miles per hour.
And I was like, what I didn't want the baby to be born without you being there. So I was like,
that would hurt me a lot. Imagine all them scans, all them appointments that I've been to, and I missed the birth of my child. I will be devastated. But thank God, I didn't. But as you were there, when we all came down, the whole thing, the midwives came and all that, and they laid you down. What we were literally playing the waiting game now, was it?
No, you were playing the waiting game, bruh. I was there like, man. I was in so much pain, and then I was like, I don't want to. In my head, I was like, Cindy, you're not gonna get an epidural. But the pain got too much, and then I was like, doctor, bring your drugs. Bring your drugs.
They gave you that gas in there, no?
I had the gas in there, but I was like, bring the stronger ones, bring the drugs, bring the epidural. That's what I needed. Yeah. And the thing is, they came, and they gave me the epidural, and they put the needles in. And then it was like, it's gonna take about 20 to 30 minutes to work. So I'm sitting there like, okay, cool. Okay, I'm just holding on to these last few contractions, getting excited because the epidural numbs you from the waist down. And then you can't feel pain. 30 minutes has passed, 45 minutes passed. Did it work? The epidural didn't even work.
No.
And then I was like,
all the epidurals, they put like 8 injections into your back, bro. I was watching her just get injected. The woman was like, here's the first one, prick. Okay, here's the second one, prick. Third, I'm just there holding Cindy's hand like, Jesus Christ, madam. Like, what's going on? But it didn't work.
It didn't even work. Like, I could feel my legs, I could feel everything.
Because they asked you, innit? It's like, hello, man, can you feel your legs? And you're like, yeah.
I could feel my legs. I was like, nothing worked. And it was like, oh, sorry to let you know that epidural hasn't worked, but we can do it again. So I was willing.
But God said, no, Cindy, you can do it naturally.
But then I was even like, yes, let's do it again. But then
I said, God.
It was like, first let's examine you to see, what it's saying now.
Remember, the last time they examined us was 3 centimeters.
No, they're not. No. It was 5 centimeters.
It was 5. Yeah, so it was 5. It was 5 centimeters before she got to the hospital.
No, when I got to the hospital.
Yeah, we got to the hospital. It was 5 centimeters.
Yeah.
Then after the epidural didn't work, they had to examine her again. And what did they say?
They said, are you fully
10
dilated?
The dilation was like this,
like
brother.
This.
So
you're fully.
And when I mean real,
it was real.
It was big, bro. 10 centimeters, bro. It was that big. You are fully dilated. But when they pull it in, she was like, she put her finger. Okay, not to be very extreme, but they tested it and she did it like she took off her gloves. You're 10 centimeters. You're really there.
She took off her gloves.
She was like, you're here. She can feel the baby's head. She was like, you're basically here. And basically, we played the waiting game from that. When the contractions start, that's when she has to push. So that's what we did. It was literally, it's time for your push.
Well done. Keep that coming. Keep it coming. Keep it coming.
Oh, brilliant.
There's nothing.
Is she there?
She was there anyway.
She's right there. She's right there.
What do you mean? Can I touch it?
Come here, a little bit higher.
Higher.
Oh! That's my baby.
I'm going to get you some
Tissue, you might want that.
You feel her head?
You feel it?
Yeah.
She's coming. Keep it there.
Thank you. What did Raquel say?
I was like, gee, I took on my brother to let him know what's going on. Like, bro, I was like, yo, this is real. So I was just holding Cindy's hands and I was like, let's do this. You ready? You know what I mean? And these times she was in pain and she was all drugged up as well. You were chatting the most.
I was talking my shit.
Like, she was so drugged up, bro. But it was all part of it. She was high.
And I had Sandra next to me.
Yeah.
And Sandra was like, put it away, put it down.
Yeah.
And then, so it's like, the pushes came and then I was pushing.
Yeah. So when the contractions happen, that's when you start pushing.
I was pushing. And I felt like I couldn't feel her coming. I was like, I don't feel like she's coming. And I feel like it's like getting frustrated for myself. I was like, I don't think I can do it. Like, she's not coming.
No.
And then, like, I think I felt her head because I touched down there and I felt her head.
Yeah, you actually...
And that's when I got a bit excited. I was like, I can't feel her. And I'll let you explain what.
Well, I remember before this whole thing, I was going to say, man's not going to look there, but I don't think I could look. Because everyone was like, Vanel, don't look at it. My boys was saying, Vanel, my boys who have, like, they got kids themselves, like, but don't look at it, it will change your life. You'll be like, don't look at it, you'll be disturbed all day or all night or whatever. But I felt, no, I'm going to do it. I thought I'd do it because the fact is I could see the head there. I saw a baby's head, like, right there. So I was proper, like, trying to motivate Cindy, like holding hands. She was breaking my hands. I was like, push, you could do it. The head was coming, the head was there. I saw everything. I saw everything come out of there. I saw the head, I was like, push. But the maddest thing with her is like, I felt like she was such as much as she was hurting, she was like still going through it. Like she was such a superwoman. That's why I respect her so much. But seriously, it was actually an amazing experience, man. Seriously, seeing that push, how the strength and the struggle that she was going through, and the part you were pushing, and the head was coming. It was coming. I remember that final push. I was like, Cindy, if you push this one, I guarantee the baby's coming. She pushed and pushed. All you hear is, then the baby's crying for like 2 seconds. Then shouts, the brilliant midwives, they handled it with care. Did the last second push from the head coming out, bang.
And
here she is.
And she was born.
We named her Serena Melody.
Serena. And
At
that's
first,
my baby man. And that's my baby man.
At first, yeah.
And now we're here.
Yeah, man, she's here, man. She's here, bro. So, say bye.
My baby man. You're my baby man. She looks like you.